Aloha Shaved Ice on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support in drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to 37778.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
We kind of want to show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. We're live in Mustang, Oklahoma, at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des, your locally owned salon hairstylists, right here in the heart of the city. We've been down here now twice. It's been a pretty fun trip every time. It's a beautiful day outside, warm day outside, so you got to get in here and get in the air conditioning. That's what's up. Twisted Scissorz, call 405-589-8186 for Cuts by Des. Call 405-328-3369. We're live with an hour-long show, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We got some guests on the way, and we got to talk all the recent in sports news. But first, a little bit more about these two amazing locally owned businesses. They're right in the same building. Twisted Scissorz specializes in everybody, but Cuts by Des specializes in men's cuts, trims, beards, that sort of thing. So whether you're male, female, child, adult, whatever, you can come in here and find someone who can help you out. That's all at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des. Again, tagged in our Facebook Live video, so you can navigate on over to their pages, find their websites, find more information about the businesses that way. But they've had people coming in and out constantly this afternoon as I've been setting up, getting ready for this show. I've seen more than a few people come through the door here, so it's popping today, right? It's very busy today, very popular today, and right on 104 South Castlerock. They're right next to Sword and Stone Apparel, who good friends of ours over there, so it's a great area of Mustang to stop by and spend some time at. But hey, on this show, like I said, we've got guests coming. I'm expecting Blake Vance to show up on the show for a little bit. I'm expecting one Nick Thomas to come by on the show for a little bit in half number 2. So we got a lot we're doing today. I'll kick things off, though, and I will say 4th of July is coming up pretty quickly here, and on the way driving down there, I saw plenty of fireworks stands open for business, selling all the booms. 57th Annual Firefighters Freedom Celebration, that is tomorrow at 6 p.m. right here in Mustang. I found a little bit of info about this online at the City of Mustang website, but Mustang, I'm told, has one of the best fireworks celebrations around, one of the best 4th of July celebrations. I'm told it rivals anything Yukon or Edmond can put on. That's how much they enjoy their 4th of July celebrations around here. I'm going to try and catch some of it this year and see if it backs up what everybody's saying, but if they are to be believed, it should be a fun one. So keep that in mind when you're looking for Independence Day celebrations. Mustang, Oklahoma, they always have a big one, always. Starting off this show, I'm going to go ahead and give some more updates on OU baseball. Now, we're still celebrating a national championship, and Coach Skip Johnson has been awarded plenty of awards for his work with OU baseball. He was the ABCA National Coach of the Year. He was also awarded the D1 National Coach of the Year, the D1 Baseball Award. And I think the best way to put it is most people are not impressed with the champion so much as the way he got to the championship. They praise him for being able to stick to his guns and go back to his roots and stay old school in his approach to the game. And clearly it worked out, resulting in a national championship. He has one runner-up and national championship in his tenure as OU baseball head coach. And when you haven't done that since '94, whatever it is, that's a pretty big accomplishment. And like I said, I've been fortunate enough to meet the guy. I've been fortunate enough to go to an OU camp before and get a chance to play in front of him and his staff. And when I say that they are great people and a great staff, I mean it. I've experienced it firsthand. There is no coach in the game more deserving than Skip Johnson to be awarded National Coach of the Year. I know voting is coming out for Golden Spikes and all that sort of stuff for the players, so when we find out a little bit about who those awards go into, I'm sure we'll mention it on a future show, but that is all coming. Still plenty of college sports news to talk about, and if you missed our show yesterday, you missed out on the good discussion about the rule changes that are coming to college sports. No more redshirting. Likely stricter transfer rules. Potentially different revenue avenues, I guess you could say. Different revenue regulations, maybe. But big changes are coming to college sports. So, me personally, I'm very glad that OU baseball got ours before all these changes are coming, because who knows what the landscape is going to look like afterwards. Who knows? I did see that Coach Skip wished the OU football players good luck in their next season. He said it's their time now. So Coach Skip is all behind the football team. Hopefully we got a national championship coming for the Sooners football squad. Oh, that would be awesome. Have 2 national champions in major men's sports in 1 year. That would be amazing. But actually, speaking of Coach, I've got a little snippet of a video about 5 minutes long that was posted by the SEC Network a little bit ago, and I just wanted to play that right now. Listen to it, and you get a chance to hear from the man himself as OU was back home celebrating their national championship. We'll play that now.
You can't do great things without a great leader, and we got the best. Please welcome head coach Skip Johnson.
Well, thanks. Wow. How about that? How about trying to go after those 2 guys? Are you kidding me? I was a D student at a state institution, so I mean these guys right here are unbelievable, incredible. I don't know where to start. I mean the outpouring, I kind of get emotional about it a little bit. So you got to hang with me a little bit. Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife and my family first, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I mean, it really wouldn't. Thank you, Kathy. I thank the president and the board for all giving me an opportunity to be out here. Is incredible, and get to visit with these guys, and it's incredible. I wouldn't get that opportunity if you guys wouldn't have taken a chance on me a while back. And Joe C. giving me the opportunity, man, I appreciate that. You and Tip and Ryan Gaines, it was incredible. Thank you. And Roger Denny, I mean, the vision that you have, look at this place. It's incredible. The vision, I can't wait for the future. It's unbelievable, man. I really appreciate the vision that we're going, and the direction that we're going is incredible. You guys should be extremely excited about this. extremely excited about the future of OU sports, all right? I wouldn't be Skip Johnson if it wasn't for this coaching staff right here, I can tell you that. Ryan Gaines, Reggie Willis, Todd Butler, Russell Raley, Britt Minot, and these guys down on the end, these guys do everything. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for these guys. I promise you that. These guys are all it, I promise you. And when I took over a long time ago, maybe 9 years ago as the head coach, it was real important for me to recognize the former alumni because they're so important. They're the ones that laid the groundwork for Sooner baseball. It's all the other guys that were here, all the other coaches, all the former alumni that come back, that come show up when we are just giving us some kind of love. It's huge. To the Kimry family, I can't thank you enough. You changed everything what we're about, and I really can. It's incredible. I could sit up here and talk hours about the Kimry family. They mean so much to Sooner baseball. It's incredible. And to the season ticket holders that come out here every day, that watch us throw balls, that watch us make errors, that you continue to stay behind us. It's real. That's what we are. And to the fans, it's incredible. You guys are the best fans in the world. You came out when I asked you to come out to get a convoy all the way to Omaha. I hope we had a traffic jam. I said it in the press conference. And not last but not least, to these guys right here. Unbelievable. From the ass chewings, from me yelling at them, I mean, they took it over. I just got out of the way and watched the coaches do their magic. Incredible, man. Y'all made this happen. And I'm so grateful, man. It's incredible. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I love it. What a good speech. You can tell he's not super excited about being up there, but once he gets in the flow, once he gets in the rhythm, boy, does he sound like a head coach. I shout out Coach Joe Blackwell at Southwestern Christian University, my head baseball coach. I can hear the similarities from when he was really going, speaking like a head coach, and when Skip right there was talking about his coaching staff and being a head coach. There's something about the cadence, the verbiage that is similar between all coaching staffs, apparently. I could hear it. But, oh, man, I'm so excited for those guys. And also, I love when he said, thanks to all the fans who come out here and watch us make errors, and then the guys behind him start laughing to each other. You know that was true. You knew that was a little bit maybe too true than they wanted it to be. But it's a very deserving group, clearly. A very deserving group of all the awards, of all the accolades, and of that success. So what he said, be excited for OU baseball in the future. I'm excited for OU baseball in the future. You'll catch me watching a lot more OU baseball games as if I wasn't already. But that's segment number 1 here, this episode of The Game Plan. We were giving you a quick update on OU in their celebration post-OU baseball's national championship. When we come back, we're going to switch it to another topic and maybe catch up on some more breaking news, so stick around for that. But we're at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des here in Mustang for this episode of the show. Thanks so much to everybody down here for allowing us to come by and hold this show live. You got to call and set an appointment every time you need your hair trimmed. You can see mine right now. It's getting to that point where I could probably use a trim, but I know where I'm going next time I need one done. For Twisted Scissorz, call 405-589-8186. For Cuts by Des, you've got 405-328-3369. Reminder, they are tagged in our Facebook Live video, so you can get a hold of them that way and find out a little bit more about the shop from your conversation with them. Excellent people down here. Amazing ladies. And we'll be back after this commercial break. By the way, though, before I go, tonight it is movie night at Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop back in Bethany, Oklahoma. I believe they're showing, I want to say Princess and the Frog this week. So that's movie night at Aloha Shave Ice this week. We'll be there at about 4 p.m. today doing another show. So keep an eye out for that one. But we're back after this commercial break, live on the Game Plan. Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez take style to another level for men, women, and children of all ages. Sitting at 104 South Castlerock Lane in Mustang, and with more than 15 years of combined experience, you'll find your new favorite salon in Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. Call 405-589-8186 to book an appointment and find out more about the services these amazing ladies offer, all right in the heart of Mustang, Oklahoma. Highly rated and all local, stop by 104 South Castlerock Lane in Mustang or call 405-589-8186 today. All-American Pizza at 501 South Mustang Road in Yukon is the home of deliciousness with tasty handmade pizzas, homemade ranch, and one-of-a-kind, not sold anywhere else, gyros. Lunch, dinner, feasts. Stop by and eat. You'll find friendly staff, great deals, and an Oklahoma original menu crafted with 100% natural ingredients. Bring the whole family to this family-owned and operated restaurant and get a taste of their mini lunch and dinner specials. Call 405-324-5551 for All-American Pizza in Yukon. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778. Sword and Stone Apparel in Mustang creates handmade quality gifts for men and children perfect for any occasion. With handmade clothing, toys, soaps, and candles, Sword and Stone Apparel can gear up anyone. Stop by 108 South Castle Rock Lane in Mustang to browse their shelves, where you'll find 3D printed items, hats and chains, and much, much more. Sword and Stone is perfect for those who like sharp blades and a touch of dark humor. Call 405-806-5444 and ask about sales, gift cards, and more. Locally owned and operated. Thunder up. Tired of getting gouged by overpriced apartment or public laundry facilities? Us too. That's why we stop by Essential Laundry Express in OKC, 7936 North MacArthur Boulevard. Open daily from 8 to 8, Essential Laundry offers pickup, delivery, self-serve services, alongside washing, drying, and folding services to boot. Locally owned and operated, Essential Laundry takes exceptional care of your clothes. It even offers added perks like a kids' corner and value-add centers that make it the Essential Laundry Center for express services. Essential Laundry Express, 405-449-3610. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. And Evans Hardware, it's the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware. We're back. Segment number 2 here on the Game Plan, live from Mustang, Oklahoma at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des. Hope you're enjoying this show so far. Our first segment was all about OU baseball, and actually I've got another thing I want to say about OU baseball because I've always got something I want to say about OU baseball, but we'll get into that here in a second. Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des. If I could, I would turn the camera and let you see a little bit of the business right now, but they've got customers in here that they're helping out with some of the most excellent and friendliest service around. Now, you can see my head of hair. It's getting a little bit shaggy in the back, so I know where I'm coming next, and that's going to be Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des. For these two businesses, 405-589-8186. That'll take you to Twisted Scissorz Salon. And 405-328-3369 will take you to Cuts by Des. You can call or text both of these, I believe, in order to set up your next appointment. If you stop by here, they've got a nice waiting area here filled with, get this, some locally made products available for sale. Up in front of me behind the camera, I see lip gloss charms, bag and key charms, and down on the bottom there, I think, dried fruit, if I'm not mistaken. So, and that's all going to a great cause. The one on the bottom is a fundraiser. So you've got a bunch of locally made products. And again, when we go to ship it sooner up the road, that way they have a local section. When you come here, they've got a local section. When you're next door, that's all local. That's handmade in shop. That is Mustang, Oklahoma, one of the best business environments around in this area of Oklahoma, to be frank with you. And we are always excited every time we get to come down here. And once again, a big thank you from me to the ladies here for letting me come by and host this show. You've got too much of an ego if you don't want to take advice from someone like Patty Gasso, Barry Switzer, Coach Stoops, Jenny, or other coaches like that. That was a quote from Skip Johnson this morning on KREF, talking about getting counseling from others. He's got some legendary figures there at OU that were in his ear, in his players' ears, giving them the best advice possible. And he's right. You've got one heck of an ego if you're not willing to listen to people like that. It is always going to be important to take that advice from people who have been there before, from other winning coaches, from coaches that are there with you. Again, that kind of thing is exactly why OU baseball won, because all those names, I'm pretty sure all of them were at Omaha. I'm pretty sure every single one. So that wasn't just in talk. They showed up and the action supported it. So that's what it takes to win in 2026. Just frankly, that's what it takes. I'll give you a quick World Cup update, filling in for Blake here, because I do have some breaking news. Not only has the USA men's national teams advanced to the knockout round, their head coach, Mauricio Pochettino, I think I said that right, forgive me if I didn't, has apparently had his contract extended. It looks like they're going to keep him around for a second World Cup cycle running until 2030. That was reported by The Athletic. Apparently, U.S.'s coach is due to expire after this current World Cup, and any decisions will be deferred until after the tournament. So the proposal is on the table if he wants to take it. It looks like they are very impressed with the current state of U.S. soccer and believe in the future potential of it for the next World Cup. And obviously, I mean, talking to Blake all these past couple of shows, he's mentioned it plenty of times before. I think he said the last time U.S. ever top cutted anything, got like top 8, was 100 years ago, just about. So it has been a while for U.S. soccer. And whenever you get a coach that's right there to break that curse, you probably want to keep him around. You probably do. I'd say I agree with that presentation for a new contract. As we head to break, coming up on our next one, we're going to talk some more pro sports. We got a lot of baseball news right now, including big news out of New York. But before we go, the Thunder have also made another trade. They're sending Isaiah Joe to the Detroit Pistons. And we'll dig into what that means for the team going forward, their salary cap, and their future picks on segment number 3, where we'll have Nick Thomas join us. And then after that, we'll be essentially home free. But yeah, if you missed the show yesterday, we covered a lot, including the college rule changes, which I mentioned in segment number 1. 5 years of eligibility, no redshirts or extensions. The clock for it starts at 19 years old or your college enrollment and or high school graduation, unsure on which one it's going to be. And there will be exemptions for pregnancy, military missions, stuff like that. But this is the new landscape for college athletics. So, like I said, I am very glad that OU got our national championship in baseball before all this nonsense takes place, because who knows what college baseball or any college sport is going to look like after that. Who knows? Starting tomorrow, it is the OSSAA Dead Week here for high school sports, so no high schools are able to hold any kind of official practices. Coaches can't be in contact with the players, all that stuff, so there's not going to be really any high school news for the next week, next couple of weeks most likely, but towards the end of July, early August, we are going to restart like our coaches shows and getting back into the high school scene. So you can expect a lot of that there. In the meantime, it'll be a lot of this, a lot of shows, a lot of pro stuff, but now with summer ball over and the dead week happening and all this stuff, hey, we're just getting ready, doing a lot of scheduling, getting ready for next semester. So we hope you're there with us. We got a lot planned. Bethany High School football on our Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Title High School football. We'll be out here to catch a couple Mustang games. We'll be out here to catch a couple UConn games. And you can also expect maybe one or two Carl Albert High School games out in Midwest City on the station as well. So, again, a lot coming up for the fall. Oh, and not to mention the colleges we're covering. Southern Nazarene and Southwestern Christian will have their sports on the station as well. So there's a lot coming up for us. Going to be a very, very, very busy fall and winter. But that's okay. That's what you want. Breaking news, Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold, who is facing felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping, appeared at a hearing Thursday in Tampa, Florida, i.e. today, and was ordered held without bail. Actually, is that today? Is today Thursday or Friday? Today's Friday. He appeared yesterday in Tampa, Florida, and was ordered held without bail until a pre-trial detention hearing scheduled for next Monday. I mean, I feel like you wouldn't have to look very far to hear people's thoughts on that situation. I'll just say, if you're a smart person, you make smart decisions most of the time. What he did was not a smart decision. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. I don't understand it, but it's not really something I want to talk about right now. I don't have really enough information to talk about right now, but it is going on. We do need to mention it because it is current breaking news. All right, let's go to break. When we come back, segment number 3, and then we'll get a guest in here. So stick around for that one. This is The Game Plan with Luke Young on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We're live at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. And actually, I see that our guest has joined, prepared for segment number 3, so we'll get him on next time. But thanks to Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. And remember, it's movie night at Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop tonight at 9:30. They're showing Princess and the Frog, I believe. So we'll talk about that more when we come back.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
We kind of want to show off our trailer today. We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles.
Recently did a house that was 70 to 80 feet. We did it in 2 days, no trouble with shooting it. We were in and out, make sure the customer was really happy with the work.
With liner, it's trenchless, it's headacheless. Any old cast iron, any Orangeburg, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe. It turns it all into one solid pipe. You never have to worry about root intrusions. You never have to worry about settling or bellying. Overall, it's a really good product. Everything comes guaranteed. We do make it as trenchless and as headacheless as possible for you guys. Thank you.
Eris Lunar Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service, in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433. All right, we're back for half number 2, segment number 3. This is the Game Plan with Luke Young on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We got a guest joining the show for these last 2 segments. Nick Thomas is calling in from back home in Texas. Nick, how are you doing today?
Hi, Luke. I'm doing great. As always, it's great to be here. Thank you for letting me on.
Hey, well, thanks for coming on. Before we get into the talking on this segment, we're talking NBA because we got a lot to go over. We're hosting this show live at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des here in Mustang, Oklahoma. 405-589-8186 for Twisted Scissorz and 405-328-3369 for Cuts by Des. Nick, it's funny that you should come on a show where we're at a hair salon.
Hey, man, it
Go ahead.
truly unfortunate timing for me, I will say. Great timing for you. Horrible, unfortunate timing for me.
So obviously the people are not going to know why that is so funny to us. Do you want to tell them or should I tell them?
Well, you see, for anyone who's unaware, I have pitch black hair in an afro or in like long, almost dreads. And recently, due to a bet that I made with a coworker on the Knicks versus Spurs finals, it half of it's blonde. It's very blonde. It's very yellow. It's great. It doesn't look as bad as I thought. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. It's kind of looks good, but
it could be a lot worse. You've sent me a picture. It could be a lot worse. I don't understand. Okay, look, he's in Texas. He's a Spurs/Dallas fan, I guess. I don't know why you would bet on them to win the finals. You say all the time that you don't bet on young teams to go and win finals.
Well, you see, as of you are an OKC fan, as of last year, it kind of seemed like the young teams that have great star players and a very good young core led by an MVP caliber player with a good bench and good defensive players would do good. And honestly, with how they played against OKC, with how they played the whole postseason, I thought they were a team to beat. And the Knicks were a good team, yeah, but they were riding hot through the West, which the West was the East was a dumpster fire of teams and injuries. I just didn't expect them to be able to handle it. I didn't think Karl Anthony Towns would be able to handle Wemby at all. I didn't think Jalen Brunson would be able to stand up to the defensive guards that San Antonio had. I honestly, on paper, I don't understand. I mean, excuse me. The Spurs were the favorite on paper, like far and away. Between them and OKC, it was whatever team won that was going to win the finals. And I mean, it wasn't even competitive. The Knicks just absolutely showed them what was up. And I mean, shout out Jalen Brunson, he a real one. Shout out them Nova boys. Dante DiVincenzo, I'm sorry that you are the one Nova boy that just wasn't there for the hangout, But
I mean,
great team, and now I'm blonde because Knicks.
Great team. Now I'm blonde. I was actually right there with you. I mean, I've said it how many times that I thought the winner of OKC San Antonio was going to go on to win it all. But then you actually, I don't know about you, but then I actually watched the Western Conference Finals, and I was like, I don't know about this.
I mean, honestly, it really comes down to if you watch like the Knicks play this year and then watch the finals, it legitimately was just a coaching diff. That's literally the biggest difference in the finals to me. People want to say, "Oh, Jalen Brunson did this, Cat started playing." The coaching was so fantastic, and OG Anunoby just turned it on in the end. I mean, Brunson, yes, he scored a lot, but his shooting, he ended up shooting like 30% from the field and just having like he just took so many. He was averaging like 25 shots a game. Cat wasn't shooting the ball, but he was just being so precise. And honestly, the coaching for San Antonio was just instead of going to what was their bread and butter with pick and rolls all game with what they bullied OKC with, they decided just to try to have Wemby on ISO against Cat, which is not what Cat struggles with. Cat struggles to defend pick and rolls, which is what your team's good at. And for some reason, San Antonio just said, "We're not going to do that. Let's just Wemby ISO, go do it." And it didn't work.
Yeah, definitely. But that's all old news right now. We're not talking about that now. It's off-season times. We got trades to go over, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you want to start with first?
Some trades.
Yeah, what do you want to start with first?
Let's just go ahead and let's start with the big one with Giannis.
Okay, let's do it. I've repeated this trade a couple of times on past shows, so if you are not up to date on it, go watch those. But Giannis trade, what are your thoughts on it?
It's the Heat needed this. Reputationally, the Heat needed this. For like the last 10 years, since Donovan Mitchell left the Jazz, the Heat have been linked to getting a star player. It was Donovan Mitchell, it was Dame, it was LeBron coming back, it was all these players, all these like big name players, and they finally got one. And Milwaukee picked the best option for them. Like they have all the options and all the offers I saw that had been leaked, it was far and away the best offer. But the issue was, man, the Heat gave up so much. Not even draft picks. The draft picks or whatever. You can, like, yes, it's unfortunate. They gave up, like, Yami Yaquez was a sixth man of the year candidate. Khalil Ware is him and Eric Spoelstra did not like each other, so I get why was left. But he's a good, young, big man who can shoot the ball well and play offensively well. He has that DeAndre Ayton syndrome where if he doesn't really get involved too much, he just checks out, which that will with Milwaukee, I don't see how he would not be checked in with him being involved in everything. But Tyler Hero, he was going to go you couldn't keep him and Norman Powell. But now it's like Norman Powell's going to hit free agency. He doesn't want to, no one knows if he wants to sign back with the team or not. They have zero guard depth. Like there is one point guard on their roster, and it's Davion Mitchell, who's a 27-year-old defensive guard. He's not going to do a whole lot. They just gave up so much of their team. Then they're just going to have to make so many moves. But I mean, hey, when Shaq and Kobe got together, everyone thought that it was the big thing. Now you got a guy who can score more than Kobe and a guy that's a multiple-time defensive player and MVP. So, I mean, Bam Adebayo and Giannis, we're going to see what they can do.
Right. He can drop 80 on a random Tuesday at March.
Yeah, he
Do it.
dropped 83 on a random Tuesday, man. Like that guy's in the record books right
Yeah,
there. You
it's
can
true.
never clock him out, man. You never know what he's capable of.
It's true, but you actually said pretty much the same thing I've been saying. It's like this could work out for both sides, but a lot needs to go right for it to work out for both sides, I think. Giannis wanted to leave a situation where it felt like they couldn't build around him anymore. Did he go to a situation where they can't build around him? That's kind of the big question, the lingering question, if you will, for us.
I mean, but we do have to remember, this is Eric Spoelstra and the Heat. They can take a random second rounder and make them into an all-star caliber player. Like, if anyone is going to be able to fix it, it'll be Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
But
like I said, I think there's a way it works out for both sides, definitely. But here's one that might be a little bit more questionable to some people, the LaMelo Ball trade.
see, I'm going to be honest. I really like that trade.
Okay.
I think that the one thing that Anthony Edwards has never had in his whole career has been a true pass-first point guard. Like, the best pass-first point guard he's had has been Mike Conley at, 35 years old. LaMelo is a personality issue, but if there's any team that can make up for, LaMelo's bad defensiveness, the inconsistencies, we saw it in the playoffs when with the Timberwolves, with everyone getting hurt, and then they still managed to beat Denver because random role player number 7 decided to start popping up. You got Ayo who showed up. You get Jared Vanderbilt, who's a great defensive player. Rudy Gobert, who they kept, which I think them keeping him honestly might have been the right choice over losing Naz Reid, as much as I keep getting edits of Minnesota teams being depressed about losing Naz Reid. Losing him is probably the better option between him and Gobert, because Gobert just keeps that defense down. But you lose Julius Randle, who that's an addition by subtraction. Honestly, he's so inconsistent. But they need another player. I honestly think they need a very athletic, just a fast athletic forward. If they can get that going and really bring something together, LaMelo lobs to Anthony Edwards are going to be some of the most beautiful things you could ever see. But it's just going to be how it is.
Yeah, it's going to be hype. And I will say, I think Charlotte got enough draft capital back with especially the 3 just second rounders that they just own. No swaps, nothing like that. So I think that this was definitely
the smartest part of this.
Yeah.
It's just that it's all pick swaps.
Yeah. So I would definitely see, it works out for both sides. Do you think Minnesota wanted a little bit more? Do you think Charlotte wanted a little bit more? Where are you sitting there?
It's going to be a thing now where, with Charlotte, it's Connor Knippel, it's Kalkenbrunner, it's Brandon Miller needs to take a step up. You got Cody White, he's going to be your point guard for the future because they re-signed him to a contract. They're going to have a very interesting young team. They have their core pieces. Now you kind of get LaMelo out so the ball can maybe be passed around a little bit. Cody White can play off ball more. And then for Minnesota, this is the win now move. This is what your team has needed.
Yeah.
LaMelo's going to LaMelo's going to be the best point guard that Rudy Gobert's had. He's going to be the best point guard that Anthony Edwards has had. I think he's going to elevate that team. Does he make them a contender? I don't know. They have been a very good team, and he is, even if he's not the best defensive point guard, he's 6'6", 6'5", I believe, maybe taller. He might be 6'7", I can't remember, but he's a tall guard. He'll be able just to add size to that team, add spacing, add playmaking. And then Minnesota, the pick swaps are going to be nice. In full honesty, I really think that it's kind of a win-win. I'm going to give it to Minnesota, I think, because I do think that it maybe makes them a better contender. But the West is just so stacked. They're East. The East is... No, it's the West. I'm right. Doubting myself. The West is so stacked right now. It'll be really interesting to see how that goes. But I do think that makes them... They were already a top 5 team. I think this arguably makes them a top 3 team projection-wise for next season.
Interesting. Okay, here's a team. Trae Young has signed his extension with Washington.
Good for Trae. I'm going to be probably an incredibly biased pick here. I think it's a bad deal for the Wizards. The Wizards are such a young team. I get why they do it, because now you have this good pass-first guard, but that team is just so bad defensive. by position, they have the lightest point guard, center, and small forward in the league.
Yeah.
Like they're all under. Like Alex Sarr is like 220 pounds at like 7 foot tall. Trae Young is like 160. I don't even remember who their forward was, but he was like 170. Now they added AJ DeBonza, who he's going to be really good. I get keeping Trae Young because now you just have this playmaking hub for all your young players to try to like really pop off offensively. But I I don't know. They really don't have another good point guard, but I don't think they are at the point right now to where they should be taking any more big contracts. I honestly think you get more value signing and trading Trae Young and then trading AD and trying to get something together just of young players. But he's good for Washington, but I don't know if this was the best move for Washington.
Right. I mean, the idea is clearly there. It's bring in a veteran guy, like you said, a playmaker, someone to lead a young core, someone who is trying his best to have that comeback. You know, he's got that chip on his shoulder again. So I definitely understand the reason they did it, but yeah, they just got to prove it on the floor, right? They got to stay healthy. They got to stay healthy and prove it on the floor.
I mean, it's going to be a lot of teaching. You got to hope Alex Sarr learns from AD and really becomes that real offensive center, and everything just kind of comes together.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like this year we haven't had one that's really just like, this is a bad trade or this is not going to work out. I feel like it's very clear upsides on a lot of these. You just got to see it happen, right?
Yeah, like it's all like in a vacuum, it always looks good, but then you start looking at the numbers and just the metrics and how everything's going. It's like, but we'll see. I mean, like, yeah, like you said, there are not really, because like even during the draft, like there was no player traded during the draft, like no outside player traded during the entirety of the draft. It was all picks or like drafted players. There just hasn't been anything right now.
No, there's been the groundbreakers, but there hasn't been like the big talking one yet, I guess. But who knows? When we come back, we're going to cover some more NBA because the Oklahoma City Thunder have let a lot of players go. We got to talk about that. We've got some news out of Detroit, and we'll probably cover a little bit of baseball and maybe a little bit of football if we have time. So that's all coming up on segment number 4. So stick around, everybody watching. We'll be done here just past 2. This is Luke Young. I'm joined by Nick Thomas on this episode of The Game Plan. We're at Cuts by Dez and Twisted Scissorz Salon here in Mustang. 104 South Castlerock Lane, right here in the heart of the city. Can't miss it. It's a great place to be. More on them when we come back for our final segment. Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez take style to another level for men, women, and children of all ages. Sitting at 104 South Castlerock Lane in Mustang, and with more than 15 years of combined experience, you'll find your new favorite salon in Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. Call 405-589-8186 to book an appointment and find out more about the services these amazing ladies offer, all right in the heart of Mustang, Oklahoma. Highly rated and all local. Stop by 104 South Castlerock Lane in Mustang or call 405-589-8186 today. Need more money? Then save more money at Nimini Auto Group, 5951 Northwest 39th Expressway in Bethany. Nimini Auto Group is where your budget meets the open road with high-quality used vehicles at prices that won't break the bank. Step into a world of automotive wonder with many different makes and models, as well as flexible financing options, all supported by our friendly and helpful staff. Got a trade-in you want valued or looking to browse the lot yourself? Call 405-470-0141. Let's find your next ride at Nimini Auto today. Stop by 5951 Northwest 39th Expressway, 405-470-0141.
Hi, I'm Trinity. I'm with Red River Credit Corporation. I've been with the loan service for about 2 years. We'd love to help you with your auto or signature loans. We are located at 1081 South Cornwall Drive in Suite 401, Yukon, Oklahoma. Our phone number is 405-354-1930. We offer no credit checks on our clear and free title. Our title loans are a quick service, no credit check needed. Just come in with your vehicle and your title and we get you taken care of. We offer electronic closing. If you're a former borrower or an established loan here, we can help you from the comfort of your house. We're a quick and friendly service and we'd love to meet you for the first time. Stop by and see us today.
Ship it sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
It's Girls' Day every day at Retro Rebel Boutique in Yukon, 1010 Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 110. If you are looking for style and fashion for women and children at an affordable price, shop at Retro Rebel and see the amazing selection of clothing and jewelry we have to offer. Tops, bottoms, hats, footwear, we've got it all at Retro Rebel Boutique. We sell beautiful jewelry like our diamond earrings and pearl necklaces, and with our one-of-a-kind jewelry creation service, you get to choose your bling. New arrivals come in constantly, and Oliver & Co. fragrances paired with gift cards make perfect gifts for those close to you. Call 405-868-7719 or stop by 1010 Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 110 in Yukon.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
We return segment number 4 and our final one here on this episode of The Game Plan. We're having a great time down here in Mustang, Oklahoma. In that break, some more people came through to take care of the mops up top here at Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. You're going to want to stop by too. My hair's getting shaggy, Nick. If you're watching on Facebook, you can kind of see it. You should have seen it this morning, but I'm going to need a haircut soon, and I know where I'm coming. It's Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Dez. 405-589-8186 for Twisted Scissorz. 405-328-3369 for Cuts by Dez. They are tagged in our Facebook Live video, and links to their Facebook pages are also included on the video itself. And later on tonight, we're at Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway in Bethany. They got their family movie night tonight. We're going to be doing a little bit of promotion for that and chatting about some classic movies, maybe some current movies, and who knows what else. But that's neither here nor now because, Nick, we got more NBA to talk about. I'll go ahead and mention the Jalen Duren thing again, and we'll kind of dig into our thoughts on that one. Here we go. Detroit's all-NBA forward, Jalen Duren, was reportedly underwhelmed by the team's initial offer in restricted free agency and is planning to explore sign-and-trade scenarios. The gap between the two sides is significant enough that Duren is considering ways to land with another team with a sign-and-trade seen as the preferred route. Do you think this is a good decision for him, a bad decision for him? This is kind of breaking as of like 6 hours ago.
I mean, in full honesty, I think it's a great decision for him. A team will pay him. It's a horrible decision for Detroit. I don't think they should pay him. Yes, he was an all-star this year, but he crumbled in the playoffs. And honestly, his style of playing at center is just not a win ability. Like, you're not able to win with that, especially with him being your second best player. The center that's like defensive rebound minded, but he's not that great at defense. He's not that great offensively. The thing about him during the season was just that he was super consistent. He was super physical. And then in the playoffs, he just got exposed as not being good defensively and being just a liability for any form of big pick and roll plays. And he was so inconsistent. I think it was that he had like the biggest point differential between season and playoffs in NBA history. It's it's a great idea for teams like my Mavs because with us having with I know that Detroit wants to get another point guard. They've been linked to Kyrie trades. I mean, Kyrie, and if we traded like Daniel Gafford for him, and we get Jalen Duren, and we have Cooper Flag, Derek Lively, maybe get another good offensive player from him, like some draft capital. Like, I think the Mavs would probably be the best decision for Jalen Duren, not even just for me being a Mavs fan. Detroit would get Kyrie, which I think they need another guard next to Cade, and it gives them another option to get a decent center like Gafford to replace him. And then Mavs get another young player, and they can pay him. They lose Kyrie's contract, but
I
for
was
Gafford, for Gafford,
I was
for Duren,
going to ask you, what team you thought was the best spot to land for him, but you just kind of went ahead and answered it anyways.
Yeah, any team that really needs a center and that he can be like the third or fourth best player on. With the Mavs, he would probably end up being our second best player, but the Mavs have Cooper Flag, who I still, not even as a Mavs fan, when he was a prospect, I thought that guy was going to be so good. I was so glad the Mavs got him. I still think he's going to be I think he's going to be like a top 10 caliber player next season.
Okay.
He's going to be good. Duren, if he's there for right now, just get another young piece in and get a guy that here. And then if we get like another guard or just some form of guard I love Kyrie. Kyrie would be a great fit for this team. Kyrie's just so old and so expensive at this point. And he's just so much more valuable as a trade asset.
Yeah.
But
plus
the Mavs would be a good team for him. Brooklyn, they just got rid of their center. They got rid of Claxton. Who knows how that will go. Philly, if they decide to trade Joel, he could go there. Be good for Maxey and all them. But
ooh, that's interesting. What do you think the odds are of that, trading Embiid?
Embiid is currently the longest tenured player to the team that drafted him in the league right now, post Giannis, or well, third because first is Steph and Draymond. Yeah. But the odds of them trading Embiid is low, but he is again another player that I think probably should be, especially if it's for like a Duren, just to get because Duren is closer in age to Maxey to Edgecombe. Oh, I mean, Philadelphia, he's just so injury prone. Get off Embiid's contract, maybe make a move for Paul George, and then I still think they're able to compete because Edgecombe and Maxey are just that good.
That's true.
You bring in Duren, he's their third best player then. If he wants a win now team, but he's not going to get as much money, Philly would be the team. But if he just wants to get money and get a big contract and get a bag, Dallas, Brooklyn, maybe like the Clippers could maybe offer him a little bit. And then for the Clippers, if the Clippers do it, then they can trade Kawhi. And Kawhi in Detroit would be, I think that would be really interesting to watch.
That is a scary thought, actually.
But Kawhi is him and the Clippers have their whole investigation thing going on. Even if that trade does go through, who's to stop Adam Silver from just being like, nah, never mind, it's not going to happen.
Literally nobody. Literally nobody could stop that.
No, that would be such a good team. And then you offload like maybe Tobias Harris and Duren, and you get, and then it'll be Duren, it'll be Garland, it'll be Benedict Mathurin, and then the Clippers can start their rebuild. And then honestly, if you trade Duren like that, I honestly think you could get a draft pick or two for Kawhi on top of that, and then you get some draft capital back. It could be interesting. There's a few teams where Duren, if he's your third best player, he'll be fine. As for Detroit and as the second best player and trying to get this big contract, I don't think he deserves it. But
very fair. That's very fair. Here's another trade from just a couple of hours ago. Shams Craner reporting. The Oklahoma City Thunder have traded Isaiah Joe to the Detroit Pistons for 2 future second-round picks. This gets Oklahoma very close to getting under the second apron. I think they're close to $20 million above. They're like very, very close. But I mean, it's a good pickup for Detroit. It's a very good pickup for Detroit.
Yes, he does give them some shooting and scoring that they need. And OKC, this is where honestly I think over the next 2 years, it's going to start getting a little sketchy for OKC just because of how the contracts and everything. They're going to have to get rid of someone big at some point within either this season or next season, whether it's Jay Will, whether it's Chet, which I don't think it'll be Chet. I honestly think it'll just be Jalen Williams.
It would
But
be Jay Will or
they're going to,
Hartenstein before Chet, probably.
yeah, they're going to need to start offloading some contracts here soon. And if you start doing that, having the draft picks now to be like, okay, we're going to start drafting some players to replace them. I mean, that's how they built the team in the first place. That's honestly what Sam Presti is, a very, very smart man, and this is honestly what he should be doing.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it all looks here in a little bit.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of now Wiggins. They got rid of Joe. They got rid of who's the last one? Williams. They got rid of Kenrick Williams. That's right. So they've gotten rid of some like fan favorite players, some OGs right there, some guys that have been very good for the team. But yeah, our board operator Mike, he is kind of in the same boat you are, where he thinks it's going to get sketchy for OKC. He doesn't really know if they're going to have a chance to be back in the finals with as good as the West is with the Spurs there. He's not quite so confident in them. I still see, they've kept their core around. The Hartenstein potential trade there is very interesting to me to see what happens if that does go through. But I will still give them this next year at the very least to be a true contender.
If they get rid of Lou Dort, I honestly will give them another play for a contender. Not only because I just don't like him, but also because he is expensive. And he is honestly one of those guys that I think should leave. And him going to another team, there's a few teams that could use him. I think he'd be a good pick for them. Honestly, as chaotic as it would be, I think Lou Dort going to like Charlotte would be really interesting because that's what Charlotte needs, is like a mean guy. Because no offense, but man, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Cockenbronner, and a lot of the players they have on that team, they're not exactly scary people or mean mugging people. It's a lot of guys that are finesse savvy players. Adding like a Lou Dort, and then I'm going off of fan prediction. I'm kind of going off on a tangent for Charlotte now. But if they added like a Mitchell Robinson and a Lou Dort, I think that they would be such a better team. And OKC could value so much out of Charlotte picks right now.
Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. Nick, we're coming up on the end of our show. I've got some more breaking news for you, though, before we go. This isn't basketball. This is baseball. The Mets have relieved manager Carlos Mendoza of his duties. Andy Green is the interim manager. Did we see this one coming from a while away?
Oh, yeah. Saw this coming from a year, like 2 seasons ago away. I don't even know if he was their manager 2 seasons ago, but I saw it coming. The Mets, baby. Let me tell you about the Mets.
The Mets.
They're still not going to be, they're still going to be the Mets. I don't know what you do about that team at this point. The greatest team to ever exist on paper.
On paper, yeah. Unfortunately, the game was played on grass.
Yeah, and they apparently, I guess they just don't like grass, which honestly, real. But
oh, man. I hate to say it, but somehow Boston and the Mets are in the same position here. Hate to say it,
no,
but
see,
it's true.
I think it's different. At least with Boston, it's like you have some young players. With the Mets, it's like, all right, we have Lindor, old. Oh, we have Soto, he's getting old. We have so-and-so, old. At least there's some form of hope on Boston with young players. The Mets, really, I don't think there's more than like 2 or 3 good elite young players on the Mets right now.
It's rough to be a Mets fan.
Yeah, because your options then are like the Mets or the Yankees, and those are both just
no. And although by the way, Boston is the worst team in like the league, we still beat the Yankees, but we lost to Colorado, so it evens out.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say good, but then no, never mind.
No, we lost the series to Colorado. Nick, I also sent you one more picture here. This is the real last thing we're gonna do. Quarterback rankings. This is Pete Prisco's. Agree with his top 10. Me personally, I think Dak is too low. I think he should be number 1.
I think that I disagree with this list, but that's not the reason why. I do not understand the hype for Jordan Love. I don't. That guy is so inconsistent and makes some of the people like to praise him as like, oh, he's a super consistent QB. You're right. He's consistent at making some of the dumbest mistakes I've ever seen on the field. That guy will just absolutely he will throw like this absolute 40-yard dot that's a beautiful throw, and then run around in the backfield for 20 minutes, and then throw an interception into a spot where there's nothing but 3 defenders and not a receiver in the area. I hate seeing him in the top 7. He's the 10th best. Stafford is not the best. He has a really good team, but Josh Allen is the best QB in the league right now, even if he's inconsistent. Like, he does have his bonehead plays, but he's just so able to do great arm,
Yeah.
makes big throws, can run the ball well. He can Superman a team. Joe Burrow, I think, is fine. I'd move him. I would move Stafford to like 3. Patrick Mahomes is coming off an ACL tear. Who knows what he's going to look like? Lamar should be higher. Dak should be at like 20th. Drake May, I think, is too low, especially now that he has a true wide receiver 1 now, and he just came off an MVP. I would put Drake May at 5, maybe 6, and then I think Dak Prescott and Matthew Stafford are just the same QB but older.
I don't know why.
Stafford and Stat Prescott, dude. I don't
know why I ever ask you these questions. I know your answers.
Okay, yes, I agree. Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. I also will say that, man, that guy stat pads so hard in the fourth quarter and just puts up so. It's the same thing as what Stafford had for years. Dude, I don't understand how Dak gets the love that he gets and Matthew Stafford got the hate he got for so long in Detroit of being loyal to a bad team but always having all the stats, and everyone was, it's stat Padford. He's not actually good. He just, what else is he going to do but throw the ball? I feel like Dallas is the same way, where it's like, yes, they get a few wins, but they're not going to go anywhere. Dak Prescott will put up numbers, and it's going to be, man, I wish I had 2 top 10 wide receivers, a top 10 tight end, and for a long time, a top 5 running back, and be able to put up great numbers. Like, wow, I wonder why.
Yeah, but to be fair, he also had like the worst defense in the league for like a while, and he was kind of forced to Superman games. I know. I mean, I agree with you. I do agree with you to an extent, but like, he's also kind of forced to be that just by nature of it.
And then I'm going to give this take. I think Justin Herbert is better than Dak, and I think should be above him. But
I'm a Herbert fan. I can't even argue. I'm a Herbert fan.
He is what if, man. It is what if he had better receivers. What if he had a better defense? But I mean, if we're looking at him as what if, man, it's like, yeah, what if his defense didn't sell so much? What if his wide receivers weren't consistently leading the league in drops?
Yeah.
What if he would learn to play in the playoffs and stop turning into a shell of himself for 1 playoff game? Please, I'm begging you.
But you know what he did get right, Nick? Jalen Hurts was not in the top 10. All right, we're done with this episode of the Game Plan. Thanks so much for tuning in.
I can't even be mad. I think I have Jalen Hurts right now as like my 11th or 12th until he needs to have a good year this year. If he has a good year, I can put him at like top 7 maybe,
Yeah.
But Hurts definitely has his limitations, but I mean, a lot of it's just because his offensive coordinators have been either a joke or a head coach the next year. And anytime they're a head coach the next year, he's arguably a top 5 QB, but what do I know?
We just need Jameis Winston in the number 1 spot, and then all is right in the world.
Oh, famous Jameis, man. That man. I'm pretty sure he got a broadcasting deal, didn't he, for CBS for this year?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's playing, but that's what's wrong is he's not playing.
I cannot wait to see Jameis Winston giving play-by-plays or breakdowns at halftime is going to be absolute cinema. It's going to be great.
So good. So good. I can't wait for it either. Well, Nick, thank you for coming on this episode. I'm sure I'll be talking to you pretty soon here.
Thank you for having me on. I'm always here to yap.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. And thanks to Twisted Scissorz and Cuts by Des for allowing us to come by here and do this show live in Mustang. One more time for the shop, 104 South Castlerock Lane here in Mustang, Oklahoma. Call their numbers, schedule an appointment, 405-589-8186 for Twisted Scissorz, 405-328-3369 for Cuts by Des. Locally owned, great ladies here that do amazing work, and I promise you'll be happy with the end product. Nick and I will be heading to the barbershop very soon, apparently. Mine's getting too long. He's going to have to get some blonde out of his eventually. So
No, it's staying. I'm just gonna keep it and play it out. It'll fade eventually.
All right, there you go. Well, we're done here. Again, look out for an Aloha show later on tonight. They've got movie night tonight. Great for the whole family. They're playing some classics, and we'll be there. So, all right, I guess that's it. Nick, thank you again, and to everybody watching, have a great rest of your day. Peace. God bless. Let's go.